Hey guys, so I know I look a hot mess right now. I literally just got up from a nap. My son is still napping, literally like 20 feet from me right now, so I'm gonna try to keep relatively quiet. But in my previous video, you guys said that it would be something that you wanted to see. Down in the comments, I asked you to let me know if you wanted to see like a detailed video on how I'm gaining weight, like the specific things that I'm doing. So you guys know that I'm using Epidomin. Like that's the main thing that I've talked about. That's the main thing I bring up in my update videos and such. But I haven't really talked about like what I'm eating, how much I'm eating, how often I'm eating, just the little tips and tricks. So that's what I'm gonna go into right now. Basically, the number one thing that I've noticed, other than the Epidomin, like that actually I'll go into that first. If you've tried everything else to try to gain weight, to try to maintain weight, and you still can't, I would say definitely look into Epidomin. Or, talk to your doctor and see if they can give you the prescription version of it, and it's called Cyproheptadine. And you can look it up on Amazon, get all the details for it, talk to your doctor about it, and, see how they feel about it. If they're not willing to give it to you, I'm not one to say go against what your doctor says, but you do know your body best. And as long as it's not an issue of you being allergic to the medicine, I would say there's probably no harm in trying it. If it was really all that bad, they wouldn't sell it on Amazon. So, me personally, I did not talk to my doctor about this. I had not been for a checkup in probably June, July, August, September, October, probably about 5 or 6 months. So it wasn't necessary for me to go in for a checkup or anything, but, excuse me, I didn't think it was something that I really needed to discuss at the time, but at my next doctor's appointment, I will probably bring it up and see, if they would be willing to give it to me in prescription form. If not, I'll just have to keep buying it the way that I'm buying it. It's just going to be a lot more expensive. But I would say if you tried everything else, sometimes medication is what you have to look to as a last resort, which was my case. But that has definitely helped. Second of all, I would say the thing that has really helped me a lot over the course of this weight gain journey has been eating at nighttime. Now, when you're trying to lose weight, people will often say make sure you don't eat right before you go to bed, make sure you're eating, first thing in the morning, have your biggest meal in the morning. And if you're trying to lose weight, that's great. But I would say that the most important meal of the day would probably be, for someone who's gaining weight, the most important meal of the day is dinner. Because it's right before you wind down. It's right before your body is about to burn the least amount of calories humanly possible right at night before you go to bed. Not right before you go to bed, because if you try to sleep with a really full stomach, you can get stomach upsets and heartburn and blah, and that won't make you want to eat very much. But about 2 to 3 hours before you go to bed, have your largest meal, biggest one. Really pack it all in there. And like I mentioned in my last video, I've only been taking 1 dose of Epidomin a day, and I take it at night before dinner, so that I can consume the most amount of calories. And usually I won't just have dinner. I'll also have a snack right after dinner, maybe like an hour and a half afterwards. And then I will also chug an Ensure protein shake right before I go to sleep. And that brings me into my third point on this, which is drink your calories. I can't stress that enough, because in the beginning when I was trying to gain weight, I would always think calories equals food. I have to eat in order to gain weight, and that's not necessarily the case. You do want to get your stomach used to consuming more solid foods, absolutely. But if you are just beginning and you really can't stomach a lot of food, you're used to eating like a bird, like I was, you eat teeny tiny little portions. The best way to stretch your stomach gently to where it doesn't make you want to throw your guts up is to drink more. And I'm not saying drink more water. You should do that too. But in the beginning, just drink like juices, apple juice, grape juice, pineapple juice. Drink a lot of juices. Drink whole milk versus drinking skim milk. Let me give you a little bit of an idea there. Skim milk, 90 calories. A cup of whole milk, 150 calories. Big difference. And it also, obviously, whole milk basically just refers to the fat content. And fat is also a big thing that you need in your body when you are underweight, or, if you're not where you want to be, you're not technically medically underweight, but you don't feel that you have enough meat on your bones. A lot of that meat is going to be fat, especially for women. We gain it in our hips, in our butt, in our thighs, our chests. It's a big part of weight gain, especially for women. And that also brings me to a liquid food supplement, which is Ensure. And if you're not familiar with Ensure, you can get it just about anywhere. You can get it at Walmart, Target, Rite Aid, Walgreens, CVS, Food Lion, anywhere. Like literally anywhere in the world that you can buy food and any other type of thing just about, you can buy Ensure. And it is pricey. I paid, depending on where I go, the cheapest place I've found Ensure so far is Walmart. Occasionally you'll find good deals at other places. Like right now my Walgreens is having buy one get one 10% off, not 10%, I'm sorry, get one 50% off. They're $10.99 originally, and it's, you buy one for the $10.99, you get the other one half off, which is not bad because you're getting 12 of those drinks. And depending on how often you're drinking them, that also definitely makes a difference, because obviously you're going to run out of them sooner. Me personally, again, it's kind of a thing, like right now, if I could, I'd be drinking 3 a day, like my doctor had recommended. But I can't really afford that at the moment. So what I'm going to try to do, what I've been trying to do, is just drink 1 or 2 at the most at night right before bed. And also the best deal that I found so far for them is, like I said, at Walmart, I get a big case of 16 of them for $24.95. And that will get me through over half of the month. And so and I know it's expensive, like $50, I'm good for the whole month. And it gives you an extra 350 calories. It comes in different flavors. It gives you 13 grams of protein. It has the list on the back of all the vitamins and minerals and everything that it's got in there. It's safe and suitable for people that are lactose intolerant. It's lactose free. Even though, you think a shake and you think it's going to be like a milkshake, you would associate that with lactose. But it says right on the front of the bottle it's suitable for lactose intolerant people. It's just all around a really good drink. And it's not the only one of its kind. There's also another one by Nestle. It's called Boost. That can sometimes be just a little bit cheaper than the Ensure, depending on where you're getting it. And it also has, I think 350 or 360 calories in it. Basically the same thing. They're very comparable to each other. I just prefer Ensure. And also, of course, the store always has their store brands. So, of course, it's like Equate for Walmart. I don't even know the Walgreens brand, but like Walgreens, CVS, Walmart, Target, they all have their own brand of like Ensure drinks and stuff like that. But the thing you want to do, get the one that says Plus, Ensure Plus, Boost Plus, Equate Plus. What that means is that it's not just a nutritional supplement, it's a weight gain supplement. Because if you look, there's certain ones that are like only 150 calories each, which is great for a person who's trying to lose weight, and use the shake as a meal replacement. But it's not so good for people that are trying to do it as a supplement to a meal to gain weight. So look for the one that says Plus. And don't... I made this mistake years ago when I first, tried Ensure and started on it. I thought that it was supposed to be, I don't know why in the world I thought this. If I was supposed to be gaining weight, I don't know why I thought this. I thought that it was like a meal replacement shake. And I was supposed to just be getting my calories from this. No. With breakfast, if you're doing the 3 times a day thing, with breakfast, you eat your whole breakfast, you let that sit for 15 or 20 minutes, and then you chug a shake. Or you can drink your shake while you're eating your breakfast if it's not too heavy for you. Same thing with lunch, same thing with dinner. And then if you really want to get crazy about it, have it with your snacks in between, and I guarantee you'll gain some weight. But it's all a matter of being able to stomach it. I don't think I could have stomached that much protein and that much fat with a meal, especially without taking any medications a few years ago, to stimulate appetite, and it would not have worked for me. Right now, my body is pretty much used to the Ensures. I drink one right before bed to really let those calories get in there before I can really burn them off. And it's worked wonders for me. I'm not going to give you what my weight is right now because that's another update video, which I have to do at another time. I like to try and keep my updates, excuse me, I try to keep my updates separate from my other videos, so I will do an update video for you soon, but I have gained since my last video, so I will let you know about that later. But definitely drink your calories. You don't have to always eat. If it's really hard on your stomach to eat a lot, more than what you're normally doing, drink juices. They're going to be healthy for you because, of course, a lot of them are packed with vitamins. You can make your own juices at home, and, you know, they be fresher that way, but if all else fails, just go get you a bottle of Welch's grape juice, and just be careful, though. I'll tell you this. Be careful with the grape juice. Be careful with the apple juice. Because let's just say, I use those personally for when I have constipation issues, and I'm good for quite a while. So just don't, like, chug the whole bottle unless you plan to sit on the toilet for the whole rest of the week. But anyway, yeah, those are probably my main ones. Now, the last tip that I'm going to give you guys that I myself have not been doing, and I really need to get on it, and I will make a video when I actually start a weight training routine. Do weight training. I'm not talking you have to go and bench press 150 pounds, but do push-ups, do squats, do lunges, do planks. I recommend planks more so than sit-ups or crunches, just because for me personally, they're not as difficult for me to do. They're a lot less stressful on my neck. You know, when you're crunching, you know, you're like this and you have like that crick in your neck and your shoulders. I don't get that from planking. And really with planking, you're not moving at all, usually. I mean, there's some modified versions where you can do leg lifts while you're planking, but that's a more advanced thing. And I myself am definitely not there. So I just took the first month and a half, maybe 2 months by now, I guess, to really just build my appetite. Now I feel like I'm in the place where I can exercise, because a lot of times when you're underweight, you get winded really easily. Your heart rate goes up more than what's normal. You get really fatigued to the point where you feel like you might pass out if you do overexert yourself, and I didn't want to put myself in that place before putting in the amount of calories necessary to support that exercise. Now, that being said, do not do cardio. I repeat, do not do cardio. Or shall I say, don't do more than what I would say maybe 1 or 2 hours a week. 2 hours at the max of cardio, because cardio burns fat. It burns off all those calories that you're taking in. Weight training doesn't burn as many calories. It does burn some, so you will need to take in a little bit extra. But it's going to build muscle, and muscle is actually heavier than fat. If you're trying to gain a bigger butt, bigger hips, bigger thighs, whatever, building muscle in that area will obviously make that area grow. So you're putting on weight, and you're also able to sort of control where that weight is going as far as muscular weight goes. Obviously, we can't really control a whole lot of where our fat goes. We just naturally carry fat in whatever area our genes decided. And so for me, I gained the majority of mine from my hips down. So thank God I look pretty good when I have a little extra meat on me. I'm liking how I'm looking right now, and I gained some in my chest. But it's something that is individual for everybody, so just keep in mind, you may not look the way that you expected to look with the extra weight on you. You might not. But weight training does help you to be able to dictate somewhat where the weight goes as far as muscle. And muscle, like I said, is actually heavier than fat, and it will help you to bulk up if you're able to do those exercises, I would say a month to a month and a half into your weight gain journey. After you've built your appetite up, it will definitely help. And like I said, I have been lazy about it. It's been about 2 months for me, and I should definitely be on my ish as far as that goes. But I have not been. And so as soon as I get on that, I will be giving you guys like maybe, I don't know how detailed I'll go into it, but I'll probably do a workout routine maybe. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section below if you want to see a workout routine, or what exactly, if there's anything in specific that you'd like me to talk on here. And yeah, I will be back probably within a few days with an updated weight gain journey video to let you know where I'm standing as far as that goes. And I'm excited about it because I have, like I said, I gained weight since the last video. So I will see you guys in another video. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions in specific about tips on weight gain or anything like that, or any comments for things that you guys have tried that have worked for you, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.